Good morning, dear Oxford students. I hope you're doing super well and everything is going super well with you. Alright, this is the My Name is Gabriela worksheet. This is a reading comprehension worksheet number 2. Alright, we will start with it. It will revise the whole story and make you understand it even more. So use the text, My Name is Gabriela, on your student's book, and we will cover the pages from 91 to 109 to answer the questions. So as you already know, what is the title of the story? What is the title of this text? What is it called? As we all know, it is called My Name is Gabriela. So, alright, you can write it here. My name is Gabriela, in the spaces that I have left for you. Alright, this story is informational text or biography or fantasy because it talks about a person's life. So the whole story talks about Gabriela's life, which makes this story a biography because it talks about her entire life and in time order. It started when Gabriela was young and ended when she was a grown woman. Alright, the main idea of this text is the importance of reading and writing and learning. So Gabriela kept emphasizing the importance of reading and writing, and she kept mentioning the alphabet. She kept mentioning her love for words and sounds. But we need to know which specific sentence talked about the importance of reading, writing, and learning. And you have to circle the letter for the sentence from the text that tells us the main idea, and you have to circle only one choice. A. But I told him that the alphabet is important. How else would he create words and tell stories without it? This happened when Pedro refused to write, but she made him write his alphabet until he learned them all. B. My stories travel the world with me. People like to read my happy stories, sad stories, my stories of women and children. Page 107. It was given a very special prize, the Nobel Prize for Literature, page 109. But the answer is, but I told him that the alphabet is important. How else would he create words and tell stories without it? As we all know, we need to know the sounds, the letters, in order for us to be able to form words. And when you combine sounds and when you put together letters, you make words. And words make conversations, and conversations make you fluent in English. This is why we have to learn all the sounds and all the letters. Alright. Now let's go to page 2 of the worksheet. According to My Name is Gabriela, the genre, which is the style of literature, so the style of this story is biography. Circle the correct answer for this question. What is biography? What is it? It is a story that has animals or things doing things people do, or it tells about events in a person's life and why is the person important. It is a text that teaches you true information and gives a lot of facts. The answer is B. It tells about events in person's life and why is the person important. Why do you think Gabriela Mistral is important? Because she won what prize? The Nobel Prize for Literature, and she was the first winning Nobel Prize in the entire world. So she was the first one to ever win this prize. This is why she's super important, and this is why Monica Brown, the author, wrote about her. Alright, now we need to talk about more about the story elements. Circle the correct answer. Here in this box, you have these words: plot, main idea, title, setting, characters, and author. 1. The name of the story or text is what do we name it? Characters, or title, or main idea? The answer is title. 2. The people or animals in the story are author, the one who wrote it, or setting, the time and place of the story? No, it is the characters. 3. The writer of this story is the writer, the one who wrote the story. Is it the characters, the animals or people inside the story, or the plot, the turning point, or the problem in the story? Or is it the author, the one who wrote it? So, the author is the person who wrote the story. Alright, let's go down, scroll down a little bit. What the text is all about is the main idea, or B, the title, or C, setting. I think it's the main idea. So the main idea tells you what is the text is all about. 5. The place where the story happens is the setting, plot, or the author. We've already said that the author is the person who wrote the story. The plot is the problem of the story. And the setting is the time and place of the story and where did it happen. So, setting is the answer. Did you circle them all? Make sure to circle all the correct answers with me. Alright, now analyze the story. My name is Gabriela into its elements. We have, in this story, few characters. We have main character and we have minor characters. Our major character is Gabriela because the whole story is all about her. And we have some minor characters. They were mentioned only one time and they weren't super important in the story, yet they had a role. So we call them minor characters, and they were Pedro, Anna, and Sophia. The setting of the story. As we said, the setting talks about the time and place of the story. What time was it? Was there any specific time? No. Because it is a biography, the story started when Gabriela was young and ended when she was a grown woman. So the whole story was all about her life since she was a kid until she became a woman, but there is no specific time for it. Okay, this here is covering it. This is the one. The place of the story is Chile. Her hometown country is Chile. Alright, now let's scroll down and see. The author of the story, the person who wrote it, was Monica Brown. She's the author of the story. How did the story end? We need to know the story ending. Gabriela won the Nobel Prize for Literature as people loved her what? Stories and poems. She had happy stories, sad stories, stories about children, about their mothers, about the fisher folk who slept in the sand and dreamt of the sea. So her stories were loved by people. This is why she was the first one ever to win the Nobel Prize for Literature, as people loved her stories and poems. Alright, the last question here. We need to circle the correct answer. Alright, let's start. In Gabriela's pretend class, she taught the children of her village the alphabet, or numbers, or science. No, she taught them the alphabet because she wanted to become an English teacher. Alright, the hometown country of Gabriela is Mexico, Spain, or Chile. She came from Chile. This is her hometown country. Alright, she loves the sound of two words together, and she said that they sound to her as a poem. Do you remember? These two words are, and that page specifically had lots of flowers and butterflies. That's a hint. Was it pretend class, or Nobel Prize, or fluttering butterfly? It was fluttering butterfly. And as we said before, fluttering when the butterfly moves its wings to fly. All right. Gabriella used to imagine things as a kid, as a child, except one: zebras with polka dots, angels reading books, or colorful unicorns. This was the one that she didn't imagine as a kid: colorful unicorns. Gabriella was a singer, dancer, and artist, or poet, writer, and teacher, or doctor, nurse, and surgeon. She was a poet, writer, and a teacher. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video and it was very beneficial. And I hope you have done the whole worksheet with me. Thank you.